All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to go live because you know what? Listen, this is just incredible. I'm scurrying to the microphone trying to get live, yo. You know what I'm saying, Coach? If you here, that was unbelievable, unbelievable. This is Doc Bryce with the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, celebrating our 76ers victory. I mean, what a game. That's all I could say is what a game and what fight from Maxey. What fight from the Sixers. And finally, I can honestly say that, you know what? Nick Nurse was coaching. He finally was coaching. Okay, because I can't tell you I can't tell you that just the mistakes that I kept seeing him make. He's finally coaching. Coaching. Too many turnovers constantly. Just ridiculous. But we were able to just overcome them, and that's something that I'm a loss for words. I just be honest with you. I'm at loss for words. That's all I can really say. Let's go. That's all I can say is let's go. Let's go. Even no matter what this series turns out to be, whether it's a victory for us or whatever the case may be, let's say we win or whatever the case may be, this game will go down in Sixers history. And the only reason why is because we didn't play well at all, under no circumstances, but we still were there to get the job done. And that is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. I still don't like the way they defend sometimes, but they got timely stops. And that boy Maxey, that's all I could really say is that man Maxey. That man Maxey went off. You know what I'm saying? He essentially went off. I mean, what a game. What a game. And I know those Knicks fans out there, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was done. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought we were done. I thought it was too many turnovers down the stretch. I thought that, with the Maxey 2 times turning it over, and Joel Embiid, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if anybody can hear me out there or whatever. I am so tired of him and the way he does those turnovers. He just can't pass out the double team. Is that fatigue or what is it? What up, Coach? I'm amped up. You see, I'm up here sweating and everything, man. But, yo, listen. Oh, my. Let's go. Hold on. I mean, listen, doesn't mean that we won. Doesn't mean that we're even, you know what I'm saying? But what it means is that you fought. I don't know. I mean, Coach, what you? I know you, coach. I know you were doing your training thing. Shout out to Baseline Hoops. Baseline Thoughts coming soon as well too. But listen, I know from what you did see. Tell me your thoughts, sir.
So I saw the end of the fourth and overtime.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, it's a win and it's great and that's what you have to take from it. Like, we're just trying to survive right now. It's all about survival.
Absolutely.
And they survived. What you hope is that our MVP didn't play like an MVP and we were able to win. So you hope that he got that game out of him and maybe he comes back in game 6 and dominates like he can. And then game 7 will be game 7. But listen, they went down 5 to start the overtime, and the Sixers teams of past couple years would have never come back from that.
That's true.
This team was able. They battled. They came back. I think the key that they figured out in the fourth quarter was they had to play through Maxey.
Yes.
They did not try to play through Embiid.
Yes.
And I think that was the key.
Yeah, I think that what he did was he decided to finally give him a rest because it was too. It's almost like he gets the ball, the Knicks turn the pressure up, and he's like throwing it all over the place. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's right there. I mean, of course, on TV, objects look a little closer, or whatever the case may be, but he's all over the place. So they sat him down, and they still didn't lose nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. When they went down 5 in overtime, I said, okay, the Knicks was going to make their run. But I don't know. You tell me, Coach. I think Max is getting fouled every time he gets to the hole. I don't think the refs, it's such a disadvantage when they're at the Garden. Are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah, you know what? I was going to say, like, I had what I was going to say if they lost already kind of prepared. And part of it was, Maxey's getting beat up, and hopefully as he becomes more known in the league, he'll start to get that respect and get those calls. Right. Hopefully. But I will say this. I think the last 2 possessions, I think Brunson got fouled and they didn't give it to him. Mm-hmm. And I think it was also because he was playing to get fouled.
Right.
Like, he was going to get fouled instead of trying to score. So, right. But yeah, I think Maxey's getting beat up. But that's part of the playoff basketball, man. And I think he's doing well. He's what this had written all over it to me? This game I thought was going to be like, what was it? The Hawks game 7 when Embiid was trash and throwing the ball all over the place. Yeah. And we couldn't win, but this team, they were able to come back and win it. So
this game gave me more respect for Nick Nurse. He finally put his name at least on the map. I'm not saying that he did anything or accomplished anything, but he put his name on the map finally as the 76ers coach. Because up until then, I didn't like what I saw. I feel like I was seeing the same coach over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? The same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Key rebounds, especially one point, I think it was in the 4th or whatever. You got Hartenstein constantly tapping the ball, and then you get a 3. You know what I'm saying? You got Oubre, who's playing good defense, but, and correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, because we're not there. We're not at the Garden, but we're watching on TV. It almost seems like, okay, he's trying to shadow him or cut him off a little bit, but it's like he's not even playing the step where, you know what I'm saying, he's driving and he's not moving with him to cut him off or do anything. It's like he's letting him go. Maxey's forever getting burnt with his head turned the opposite direction. Okay, so that's where I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that coaching to bring it to their attention?
So, yeah, 100%. There's definitely some things I see. I'm like, what are they doing? But at the same breath, Nick Nurse is also the dude who played Steph Curry in a boxing one. So he might have some defensive things that he's telling them to do that, like you said, we don't know about. But some of it just doesn't make sense. Like you're saying, like, you got to see the ball. Like, you just got to know where the ball is. You can't have your head turned. So I don't know. But, yeah, I agree with that. Like, there's definitely some times where it's like they're making it harder on themselves. But at the same time, Brunson's tough, man. And they're fighting for their lives, just trying to make him take tough shots.
He is tough. I will say this, though, and I'm not throwing it out there because this ain't no shade to Brunson, but – it's like, you know what? Listen, if he doesn't throw that pass or, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Sixers figure something out schematically towards the end, okay? So they love the Hartenstein and the switch. They love that. They love the Hartenstein, put Embiid in the pick and roll action to get the switch. Okay, it doesn't look like there's much resistance fighting over the top. I don't know if you maybe you're seeing something differently or whatever, but I'm not seeing no resistance fighting over the top. They're letting it switch, and he's just burning Embiid. But that last one, it looked like Embiid said, no, that has to stop. Okay, once, twice, 3 times, no can do. So again, like I said, I just want to see a little quicker to. Stop. I feel like we're beating ourselves in this whole series, though. Am I right in this estimation? Like, no disrespect to the Knicks fans, to the, you know what I'm saying, to the Knicks or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my number 2 team. But I really do feel like we're beating ourselves, bro. I really do.
No, I completely agree. And like I said, I only saw the end of the 4th in overtime today. I was following it on my phone kind of while I was training, but yeah, I mean, like, there's just so many times where it's like we we're not crisp. We let up offensive rebounds. We turn the ball over. Like even the late in overtime when Batum throws the ball to Embiid and it goes out of bounds, like the game should have been over right there.
Right.
But now we got to go play defense again, and we got to get lucky. Brunson misses the shot where I think he got fouled. Like they didn't call it, so like we got to go through all that. Like they have to stay solid, man. Like when I coach, that's like always my message. Like don't be a hero. Don't try to make hero plays. Just stay solid.
Yeah,
everything you do, just stay solid.
Right.
Just play the way you're supposed to play. And when I think if they can do that.
I think we might be able to go back to the Garden. Again, it's one game at a time. I will say that I did like the defense that Ash Harris played a little bit. He stayed home a lot. Okay, so he played solid. No, he played solid though. He played solid D. You know what I mean? I have to give him props, yo. You know what I'm saying? He stayed home. He did what he had to do. It was good. You would look like more from offensively, but he hit a timely three. He hit a timely jump shot where we could have really went down 7. But he made the jump shot so we can only, to push it from 5 to 3. You know what I'm saying? And that was contested. And he made some foul shots, right? He made the 2 foul shots. So, Ash was good. He was good. He was okay. Still want more just defensively. You know what I'm saying? Their guards are doing too much. And I'm so sick of this Deuce. I'm so sick of him. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I say he can't play, because he can play. And the reason why I'm sick of him is because he's torching the Sixers. Why isn't somebody getting on him, doing something? I don't know. I like the foul, I like the hard foul. I hate the flagrant, but I like the hard foul. Like that to me was a play on the ball. It just, listen, they're killing Maxey in there. Are you kidding me? They're killing him in there, and he's not getting nothing. So great victory, though. That's all I could say. Great victory. Were you shocked, though?
I saw when I was following the score, and I saw that they were, I thought they were going to have to win this game big. I didn't think they were going to be able to win a close game today. So when I saw it was close throughout, I was like, here we go. Just let's get to the fourth, and we're going to, that's what I thought was going to happen. But listen, if Tobias Harris is going to give us 19 points and 8 rebounds, I'm going to take that every day.
Okay, I'll take that too. I'll take that too. So, if that's final numbers, 19 and 8?
19 and 8. I listen, I don't think he's had 19 and 8 since February.
In a minute. And you know what? Quiet as kept. OG is getting on my nerves. And when I mean not OG Anunoby, I mean Kyle Lowry. He's starting to bother me a little bit. I don't know. Because I almost feel like Dante talking about don't hold your breath on that. He's getting on my nerves though. Because I feel like he's not. I don't know. I feel like Cam Payne is bringing a little bit more energy than him. I feel like the Sixers they were flowing a little bit with Cam Payne.
Yeah, I think Kyle is he's a situational player right now, and I think when they're down, when they need some just toughness, I think that's when you go with Kyle. But I think, like you said, the energy, the some quick scoring, then you got to go with Cam Payne. So I think it's I think it's situational at this point. But I think Kyle Lowry is a guy you have to have on your bench. You have to have him there. He's a champion. He's been through it. So yeah, I think you gotta ride with him. He's the first one off the bench. He's coaching. He's another coach.
You do. I saw Buddy Hield. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think Nurse is starting to kind of figure it out a little bit. And again, he was able to, give him that little bit of a rest. But, Joel, he just looks more fatigued and he did not control. Kyle wasn't even in the game. Was he in the game?
No.
No, he wasn't even in the game though, Aloe. He wasn't even in the game, yo. He was on the bench. He had that 5,000. He's been out ever since. And it's really been Maxey. And you're right, coach. They started playing through him. But Maxey has to be stronger with the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's falling all over the place. Critical turnovers, sloppy. There's sloppy turnovers, not even like critical. They're real sloppiness. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, great victory though. Great victory. That's I had to jump on. I ain't gonna lie. I probably wasn't gonna jump on here if they lost. Because I'm like, yo, we got forever to talk about the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? But listen, the Knicks fans called me and I'm like, yo, it's too soon. It's too soon. It's not now. It's too soon. You know what I'm saying? My man called me. Shout out my man Ransom. He called me. I'm like, nah, dude, I ain't talking to you. You ain't jinxing what's going on here, man. I don't want to talk to no Knicks fans. Like, yo, we gotta stay focused. I do think we can push this back to the Garden. But what do you think it's going to take, though, Coach?
I think it's got to be an Embiid game. I think it has to be. I think he's going to have to. He's going to have to be dominant for us to win a game. I don't think we can. I don't think Maxey. We can rely on Maxey to get another 46. I just don't. And Tobias to get 19, and I just don't. I think Embiid's going to have 30 plus in order for us to win.
Yeah, I don't know. And that scares me because the last two games that he has looked famished. He's looked depleted. You know what I'm saying? Even when the shot goes in, it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just don't think you can keep running the ball through him because when he starts to you got Mitchell Robinson out there looking like a defensive person like that. Like he should be on all NBA defense. Embiid backs him down. They're slapping the ball away. They're reaching in. They're not even letting him catch. He has no lift. He's not sealing. He's just not there. So I don't see another. I thought he did that 50 game and that's it. I don't think, he could be a decoy, but I don't even know. I didn't watch the whole game. You know what I'm saying? I missed the first half. Is Paul Reed playing? Because I think that he could get some burn because he could at least get some rebounds.
Listen. I'm not a Paul Reed. I'm not a Paul Reed fan at all. I was very disappointed when they re-signed him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What does he do? What does he do? Now he's working on shooting threes. Come on, what are we talking about? He played 4 minutes.
Right. How many rebounds?
1 rebound, one assist. I mean, 4 minutes. He that's not enough time to do anything.
Not enough time to impact the game, right? Did Buddy play or no?
Buddy did not see the court.
Okay, and I just think that's terrible. Like you got one of the league's up and coming premier shooters, and he's not seeing the floor. You got to at least give him a spell. You know what I'm saying?
Up and coming, Buddy's old. Up and coming, Buddy's almost done.
What? No, really? He came out with. Oh man, he's been in the league about 10 years though. You might be right though. But I mean, he's
got to be 30, 31, 32.
You're right. Because he came out with Malachi Richardson.
Remember, he stayed. He played 4 years.
And he played 4 years too, right? So yeah, you're right. He's about maybe even more than 31. So you might be right. But I still think that
I think the reason.
I think you're breaking up a little bit, Coach. But I think you're going to say. I think. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Coach.
I think the reason he can't play in this series is there's nobody on the court he can guard. Because who can he guard in this series?
I thought didn't they have him on Brunson a little bit? Or maybe not. Maybe that was in
he cannot guard Brunson. No. I'd rather have Maxey than him.
Yeah, well, and that's terrible. So then he must be worse than Maxey because Brunson sees. I mean, he sees daylight when Maxey's on him. Maxey and when Embiid caught up, and that's you know what I mean. Even so much with Harris too, but Harris is still his length, and he stayed like you said, he stayed solid. You know what I'm saying? Oubre. I just think that the key is Brunson, and you got to stop hard. Like, you know, they you got to start them guards. You got to box out. And when you see Maxey getting burnt because his head is not on a swivel, that's the reason, because that's why Hart is doing, because you're not paying attention to him. You must pay attention to him at all times. All times. You know what I mean?
Like Hart took 17 shots today. I think that's what they have to do in order to win. I think they must make Josh Hart shoot the ball.
Sure.
Like in game one, he made them so they won. But like 7 for he was 1 of 6 from 3 today, and that's the kind of stuff that it's going to take, you know,
to get it right. I just, you know, I will say that. Listen, the Sixers, they were able to overcome. I just think it was a great victory. Is it the kind of victory that we do a documentary on? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no 30 for 30, you know what I'm saying? But this was a good, resilient victory. So even if you don't win, and I'm not saying that we're not, but even if you don't win, you at least fought. You fought. You were fighting. And that's all that matters, because really, we should be up 3-2 going back to Philly. 3-2
back to Philly. That's the crazy part. That's the frustrating part, really, is that, you know, it could be so different right now. Like, if that was the case.
Right. But it is what it is. You're not crying over spilled milk. You're going to keep it pushing. You're going to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. I think Embiid, that is the key. Embiid has to at least do a lot more positivity than the negativity. He cannot turn. I absolutely hate when he is passing out of a double team. I absolutely hate it. It's just one-handed. I don't know if you're throwing a tennis ball. I don't know what you think you're doing. But you know what? Listen, you're panicking. You're shriveling under the pressure. Okay? So if we could tighten that up and get contributions from Oubre, still Maxey has to be Maxey. You know, Batum got to hit some shots. I think if we could do that, then we can give ourselves a chance in this game. What's that? Game 6, right? In that game 6, we can give ourselves a chance, man. So, you know, we got Thursday night at the center. I'm not sure what time it is. It's probably like 7:00 start or whatever the case may be. Oh man, look at Allo, my man Allo Howard. He said Coach got his Knicks colors on. Nah, I can tell you right now. He's not a Knicks fan. I can tell you that right now.
No.
He respects his peoples there though, but he ain't no Knicks fan. I can tell you that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, for sure.
Yeah, man. You know, oh man, yo, I'm speechless right now. Like, what a game. What a game. But that game didn't necessarily have me anxious like the game on Sunday. That game on Sunday, I was sick, man. We did the show, right? We're riding through, and we had some technical difficulties because I'm riding down to Florida. I didn't want my father to drive by himself, so I'm riding down to Florida with him. I'm riding passenger the whole time, right? And the way they lost, yo, I promise you, I didn't talk for a good 5 hours. I stopped talking. Everybody's calling me this, and I'm like, yeah, not now. My father's like, yo, answer the phone. It's your brother. Answer your phone. Nah, I don't want to talk right now, because all they want to do is rub it in my face. You know what I'm saying? I answered the phone. What my uncle got is he got his New York hat on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was so frustrated because we had a chance and we just didn't do what we were supposed to do. We got punked.
Yes.
It was just straight up punk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm from New York, and you know what I'm saying, when there's a lot of Philly fans saying F New York. I mean, I don't say F. I'm from New York, so but F the Knicks, yes, okay, I can salute that. F New York, nah, I can't go that far. You know what I'm saying? But New York came in there and they just said, give me that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, what was you watched the whole game on Sunday too?
I watched most of it Sunday. I gotta say about everybody talking about how the Knicks fans are taking over Wells Fargo and all that stuff. There's a lot of just New York people here. So I don't think it's so much people coming down from New York and whatever and the Sixers have priced out the Philly fans. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's the Knicks being good, which
Sure.
we haven't. First of all, the Knicks playing the Sixers in a playoff series, we haven't seen that in forever.
Absolutely.
The Knicks being good and
Right.
like expecting to win, right?
Right.
So I think it's just all those factors coming out that the people in this area, South Jersey, Philly, all over this area, who are Knicks fans, which there's a lot of, are supporting their team. So I'm not with the narrative that the Knicks fans are coming down from New York. And they're coming from South Philly, North Philly, South Jersey. They're just coming from where they are.
That's true. New Yorkers are everywhere, but they are coming. Yo, listen, yeah. I brought a little bucket hat. You know what I'm saying? My man, he had a table, and he's from New York. He had a whole table set up with New York gear. So they coming down. You know what I'm saying? He's on Philly territory selling New York gear. You know what I'm saying? So they out there. I saw something where this one dude, he looked drunk and old, and he took the Sixers was giving out these little flags or whatever. He wasn't strong, so he was trying to rip the flag, and then he was about to get the lighter. And I thought he started the fire to burn the Sixer flag. Like it was like disrespectful. And I'm shocked that, to be honest with you, and we're not a proponent of any type of violence or anything like that, but I'm shocked that the Philly fans, there was no incidents. I'm actually really shocked about that. To be honest with you,
I agree. You know what's interesting about that, Jay? And you say this all the time. The Yankees fans wouldn't do that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
They expect to be there. They expect
right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
No, I'm being serious. Right? You can tell it's like and you used to say it all the time. It's like the Eagles fans, right? You have some success and you don't know how to act.
You don't know how to act. Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. So now it's like the Knicks fans, they're having some success and they don't know how to act.
They don't know how to act. Absolutely right. Absolutely. I can't even front. Yeah, absolutely right. I promise you, I was saying to myself, wow, this is not good. They put this on. They had a whole ring of New York fans, New York Knicks fans, let me be clear, New York Knicks fans around this guy with this flag. And they're like, yeah. And then to the corners, go New York, go. And I mean, it was crazy. I'm like, yo, Philly fans is just walking by. They ain't saying nothing. I'm like, ooh, I just know that you couldn't come to New York like that. Now that I'm just being honest with you. Well, when they came to New York stomping on buildings, there was a problem. Anybody come out of town and you're stomping on buildings, whatever, any type of disrespect that you want to do, it's a problem. Again, we're not a proponent of no type of situations, but I do think you got to set a tone, though, bro. You got to set a tone, man.
I think if it was an Eagles game, a Phillies game, I think it would be different. I think Sixers fans are defeated. We're just defeated.
Okay, that's fair.
After game 4, we were just defeated. Now if that were to happen game 6, there might be a completely different story because we got some of our fight back.
Right.
So or something. Say we win game 6, right? And now everybody's leaving Wells Fargo. There might be a whole different energy coming out of there.
That's right. That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Just like you said, you were after game 4, you were just defeated.
Defeated.
Here we go again.
Defeated. So I couldn't even. I defeated. And listen, and I had the choice of either going to prayer or watching the start of the Sixers game. I said, yo, you know what? I'm going to prayer because they about to lose anyway. And maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll go pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll go pray for them and do something, man. But yo, listen, shout out to that Nick Nurse, to Nick Nurse and his coaching staff, and to the Sixers players, man. What a resiliency that you showed. And hopefully, like I said, they're probably on the Amtrak now coming back home. So come home, get some rest, relax, Have a little walk. You know, what's tomorrow? Is tomorrow a practice or is just a walkthrough?
It might even be a day off, to be honest.
Just
with
day off. Just day off and then come.
Like, so, but you'll have guys come in, get their treatment, do their own thing. You know, they may have a small, like, they'll do their walkthrough stuff on Thursday. Right. So tomorrow will just be a do what you have to do for yourself. I mean, you hope they're professionals and guys will do whatever they need to do.
Right. Right. So what's your predictions for Thursday?
I said if we win game 5, I think we're going to win game 6. So I'm going to say that we figure out a way to win game 6.
Yeah, I told my man, shout out Will Bailey. I told my man that he called me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he do it all. He trolling me. You know what I'm saying? He'll call, then he'll hit the FaceTime because he know I ain't answering. You know what I'm saying? But he doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? So we finally talked today. I said, listen, if you don't close this out at home, bro, I promise you, it's game 7 in the Garden. Game 7 in the Garden, which is going to be bananas. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that we come back and we get this game on Thursday. That's my hope. That's my prayer. And you know, I'm just gonna ride this for a little bit. Pause. But I'm gonna ride it for a little bit. But let me ask you: Do you think last year with James Harden this happens? You think we win this game?
I think once we go down 5 in overtime, I think it's over.
It's over, right? Yeah.
Like, who knows what happens? Like, can we fight back and win? Keep it over? I don't know about that, but like once we would have went down 5, and I don't even just put on I mean, I don't think we probably would have even got there,
right?
Because we were down 5 or 4 with like a minute and a half left or something like that. I think it would have been over there if we have Harden and Doc Rivers, that combination.
Right.
And I think once we go down 5, I think in overtime, I think it's over.
It's a wrap. Yeah. What a game by Maxey. I mean, he hit that clutch shot. You know what I mean? It was very clutch shot. Very clutch shot. You know, that he hit. Just amazing. Just was amazing at the end of overtime. Even to bring us into, you know what I'm saying, where we were only down by 3. You know what I'm saying? I think he made, he missed the free throws. But he made something. I think it was a runner or something like that. But just to bring us there, I mean, I thought that was special too. So, you know, we live to see another day, and that's all you could do. That's all that we all pray for. We all want. We live to see another day. So kudos to the Sixers. Doc Bryce, Coach Bullock there with the new Let's Get It show. Listen, Coach, last final words on this after the game show. Last final words.
Let's go Sixers, man. That was huge. That was fun. You know, we get to do it all over again, stress out again on Thursday. So hopefully, you know, we can extend. It's just about survival at this point. Let's just keep on surviving.
Keep on surviving. That's the name of the game. Let's go Sixers. You know what? I'm going to share that same thought, man. Let's go Sixers, man. Listen, we want to come back for a Sunday day game at the Garden, man, because I think if we win Thursday, the next game is probably Sunday. So, listen, good stuff. Coach, as always, a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's go Sixers, man. We'll enjoy this one, and you know, we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully the kids, you know, guys get their treatment, like you said, and get in there, get some shots up, and you know, be ready to play on Thursday, man. So I'm Doc Bryce. That's Coach Bullock, and we're the new Let's Get It Sports Talk coming to you live. Thank you for watching.